Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wynwood Buddhist Temple's family service and first Sunday service of June 2023. My name is Neil Yamamoto, and I will be your MC. We'll begin with the ringing of the temple bell, or kansho. It signifies the beginning of temple service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is the calling of the people to come together to listen to the Dharma, or teachings. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of the Wynwood Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly in your seat. Please rise for the meditation, followed by the chanting of the Vandana and Tisarana by the congregation in Pali and English in the red Joro Shinsu service book on page 7.
Thank you. Namo Amida Butsu.
Please be seated. Today's sutra, Praises of the Buddha, is in the Red Jodo Shinshu Service Book on page 112.
Your face shines in great splendor, boundless, wondrous dignity. Such the greatness of your light, beyond all comparison. Brightness of the sun and moon, and the shining Mani jewels, when compared to your brilliance, seem to us like blackest ink. Tathagata's countenance transcends all comparison. The great voice of awakening resounds through the 10 quarters. Your precepts, learning, effort, meditation, wisdom are virtues beyond all compare, ultimate, supreme, and rare. Your deep meditation has fathomed all the Dharma sea to of all things the Buddhas teach. Ignorance, anger, and greed, the world honored one has none. Like a lion among men, measureless your great virtue. Vast are your great virtuous deeds, wisdom deep and so sublime. Your radiant, luminous light shakes all the world's foundations. When I become a Buddha, equal to the Dharma King, I will transcend birth and death, liberating all beings. My giving a disciplined mind, precepts, patience, and effort, meditation and wisdom shall be supreme, unsurpassed. I will attain Buddhahood, everywhere fulfill my vow, bringing to all those in fear great peace and tranquility. Though there are myriad Buddhas beyond measure, beyond count, and great sages numberless, like the grains of Ganges sand, I will honor each of them equally, accepting none. Even more importantly, I will seek the supreme way, even though all Buddha worlds are countless as Ganges sands, even though all lands and realms are boundless without measure, yet my light shall reach them all and illumine every place. Such shall be my perfect world, such my power infinite. When I attain Buddhahood, my land will be first and best, place of practice transcendent, its people sublime and rare, land equal to nirvana, beyond all comparison, with pity for everyone. I will carry all across, all who come from 10 quarters to be born into my land, to attain pure joyful mind, peace and great tranquility. Be my witness, Buddha, please. Confirm my sincerity. Now that I have made my vows, I will strive to fulfill them. Buddhas of the 10 quarters, with your wisdom unhindered, in all of these honored ones, know my deepest intention, even though my body must bear great pain and suffering. I will persevere and strive patiently without regret. The virtue of Amida's vow is shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Please rise for the recitation of Golden Chain of Love in the same red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 126. I am a link
In Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world, I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Please continue to stand for the Gatha Happy Little Children in the brown Praises of the Buddha book on page 59. Please be seated. Our speaker for today is our esteemed president, Mr. Dennis Tashiro.
Good morning, everyone. As I slowly get myself ready, okay. Well, I hope everyone is having a good start to summer. It's June already. It seems to me that each new year goes by faster and faster. That must be an age thing. The older you get, the older I get, the faster the year seems to go by. I don't know what it is. Today is June 4th. I bet most of you didn't realize if there was anything special about today. Well, there's actually a whole bunch of special holidays today. I did a Google search and I found a whole bunch. But there were three that I thought was so interesting. It's National Cheese Day. Wait, for snack, are we having cheese? Oh, no. You better go home and go buy a bunch or whatever. And the next one is for joy. National Hug Your Cat. Oh, wait. For joy, it's National Hug Your Cats Day. Don't forget, Joy, hug your cats. Huh? What? Oh, okay. Everly is reminding me to tell her mom to go back to Kamaki and hug their cat. Okay. And not to leave out the dog owners, it's National Corgi Day. Sorry, it's only one type of dog. Anybody got a Corgi? No? Oh well. You can hug a picture of a Corgi. Sorry. Today is the first Sunday in June, so this morning service is the first Sunday service, which is planned for families. Today I'll be sharing a book for the young ones and those young at heart. The book is titled The Bad Seed. I don't know if some of your kids might be familiar. Just because you saw the book, keep quiet. Okay. This book was written by Jory John, illustrations by Pete Oswald. Okay, so bear with me as I read. I guess I have to read from the book. I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and they say, that seed is so bad. When they think I'm not listening, they mumble, there goes a bad seed. Oh, sorry. I can only do one thing at a time. But I can hear them. I have good hearing for a seed. How bad am I? You really want to know? Well, I never put things back where they belong. I'm late to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff. I cut in line every time. I stare at everybody. I glare at everybody. I finish everybody's sentences, and I never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family, seeds everywhere. We found ways of having fun. We were close. But then the petals dropped, and our flower drooped. Ah! It's kind of a blur. I remember a bag. Everything went dark. And then, a giant. I thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed and I hollered. Ah! Then, patoo! But I was spit out at the last possible second. I flew through the air and I landed under the bleachers with a big thud. Thud. When I woke up, it was dark outside. A wad of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I'd become a different seed entirely. I'd become a bad seed. He's also got a crack, so he's crack seed. Side joke. A bad seed. That's right. I stopped smiling. I kept to myself. I drifted. I was friend to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can. I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently, I've made a big decision. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you're so used to being bad, but I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I still forget to listen, and I still show up late, and I still talk during movies, and I do all kinds of other bad stuff. But I also say thank you, and I say please, and I smile, and I hold doors open for people. Not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad, sometimes I feel kind of good. It's sort of a mix. All I can do is keep trying and keep trying. Maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. Actually, he's not all that bad anymore. I heard that. The end. Okay, let's recap. The seed was bad, a bad seed. All of those other seeds mumbled negative things about this bad seed, and they keep themselves and their children away from that bad seed. The bad seed is aware of the negative comments and knows he is bad because he never put things back where they belong. He tells long jokes with no punchlines and so on. in the story, it becomes clear an upsetting experience of nearly being eaten as a young seed meant the bad seed had become a different seed entirely. Later, the seed begins to reflect on its behavior and makes a choice to not be bad anymore. The seed realizes it is never too late to change its behavior. Although he cannot correct or change himself completely, he makes some changes, and that's fine too. The seed still forgets to listen, still shows up late, still talks during movies and other bad stuff. But the seed now says thank you and please, and it smiles. The seed also opens doors for others, not always, but sometimes. As the seed's confidence grows and its behavior improves, the other seeds begins to see it in this seed in a new light. This morning we recited the golden chain of love. Let's think back and remember the following words. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. Now, before I go on and continue my message, I want to do a quiz. I want to see how well you're listening to the story. Okay? I need an assistant, the lovely Merle. Okay, the first few questions, only children can answer. Okay? I don't know about you, Everly. Okay, raise your hand now. What's the title of the book? Moiva. All right. Good too. Oh, it's a hard question, yeah? Okay, this one is even harder. What is the name of the main character? Wait. All right. Did you read the book? Okay, this one, we can have multiple answers. What kind of things did the seed do that made it so bad? Everly? Okay. Wait, just one. Let me jump. Okay, ask Axel. Come on, Grandma, help him. Very good. Come get your prize. What else? Yes. Cut in line. Okay. Charles.
He doesn't listen too much at people talk.
I'm sorry?
He doesn't listen when people talk.
Okay, that's good. Come. Jet, do you have an answer? Okay, good. Okay. Okay, from this point, adults, you can join in. When the seed started to be good, what things did he start doing? Jennifer. All right, come on. I don't see any other hands. Okay, Cynthia. All right, come on out.
I'm never going to look at those the same way again.
Okay, next question. Jennifer stole the thunder, but what kind of seed is the main character? Oh, Charles, wait. No, maybe it's okay. Yes, wait. Sunflower seed. Come on. Come on.
Which one is it? Look, said it.
Wait. No. Wait. Come on. Huh? Wait. When the seed was spat out by that giant, what did it land on to soften its fall? Come on. Huh? Gum. Stephen, come up for her. And because he fell on a wad of gum, Stephen gets a pack of gum. And the previous question, Merle didn't realize it. The question about what kind of seed, that person was supposed to get the bag of sunflower seeds. Gonna have to train her. Okay, last question. Where was the giant when he spat out the seed? Charles?
The bleachers watching a baseball game.
All right, okay. I think the kids were listening more than the adults. Okay, thank you. Okay, to continue. The story in the book I read provides opportunities to learn the importance of self-reflection, kind of like looking in a mirror. You learn how actions of bullying affects others, causing stress, fear, anxiety, or nervousness. The importance of loving yourself, happy thoughts, keep on smiling. Learn about your own attitudes and behaviors. Develop ones that result in positive reflection on yourself. And about developing self-awareness. Be mindful and alert and responsive to associates and friends. Now, some of these learning opportunities I found I found them in some messages. The first one is from Reverend Mari Nishiyama of the Aiya Honganji Mission. She stated in a message, in the same way that humility is a result of deep self-reflection, it is the same with gratitude. You cannot will oneself to be grateful or humble, no more than you can will oneself to be happy. Gratitude and humility are results of deep self-reflection. Reverend David Nakamoto, a retired minister and former minister for our temple, just prior to Reverend Bert Sumikawa, he had stated in a Dharma message, the sufferings and struggles that we encounter in life are ironically rich sources by which we reflect for ourselves true meanings in our lives. The important thing that we need to remind ourselves of is the need to listen, hear, be sensitive of what goes on in our lives and the lives of those around us, and be open to opportunities to learn and grow. So let us all try to be more self-reflective, develop an awareness and an understanding of ourselves and those around us, and realize how our attitudes and behaviors may affect others. Ao Pao. In closing, could you put your hands together in Gassho as I read an aspiration? All sentient beings, just as they are. There is no expectation of any transformation or alteration. Indiscriminately, beings are reached by the Buddha's wisdom. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Dennis, for that engaging and very timely message about loving yourself and making positive changes. Please rise for the Gatha at our altar, found in the Brown Praises of the Buddha book on page 16, and continue to stand for the Nembutsu on page 135 in the red Jodo Shinshu service book.
Shinran Shonin taught that the true meaning of a person's life is determined by living with awareness of the Buddha's compassion, moment to moment, throughout one's life. Shinran taught that the spirit of mindfulness and gratitude in which the words Namo Amida Butsu are recited is more important than the number of recitations. We are everything we have ever seen, heard, smelled, tasted, touched, and thought. Furthermore, we will become everything we are now seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and thinking. In Jodo Shinshu, our feelings of gratitude extend to all those whose lives have made our existence possible. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Please be seated. This concludes our temple service, but we do have announcements by our temple president, Dennis Tashiro.
Good morning again. Okay. Thank you, Reverend Barbara, for leading the service. Thank you, Neil, for being our MC. Thank you, Bob, for being our greeter. Thank you, Joy, for playing the music. Prudence for bringing the concho, thank you. And Ryan for doing the videos. Refreshments is provided by Team B, led by Dana. We do have some guests. Melissa Mueller with Charles and Wade. Please rise, please stand. I understand Melissa has been to the temple some years ago. Welcome back. Announcements. On Monday, June 12th, we'll be visiting the Waimanalo Japanese Cemetery located in the Bellows training area. We have a few more openings, so if you're interested, it'll be 9 o'clock in the morning. Let me know today so I can finalize the list. I need to call it in to the base. We have a box back there, a green box that we've called it Ask Your Minister. If you have any questions, if you're too shy to ask personally, you could write a note. There's a little slips of paper there. Write your question down that you might have for Reverend. And she can answer it at a subsequent service, or if it's a really in-depth kind of question, that perhaps we might even do it in the newsletter. But it's an opportunity to just jot down your questions. Could be a real simple one, could be something very deep. But also, just a reminder, Reverend Barbara is available. She has a cell number, and it's there's a posting, I think, on the bulletin board outside, as well as there's a little sign by her office. So please share your questions, and I think we all would like to hear those answers. Reminder that there is a Mahalo luncheon for the outgoing Bishop Eric Matsumoto. That's on July 8th at the, let's see, that'll be held at the El Mono Hotel Hibiscus Ballroom. It's $70 per person by check. Registration deadline is June 28th. If you are interested, please see me, and I'll need to get your name, and there's an option to have I don't know if it's a buffet or not, but the entree includes sauteed mahi-mahi, but there's a vegetarian option as well, okay? The Motoshiki show that some of us are wearing, again, I have pictures on the table in the back. If you are interested in any of them, or if you have any questions, please let me know. And if you'd like to get one, I can pick them up from the headquarters and bring it to the next service, okay? Next Sunday, June 11, we will be having a regular Sunday service with Dharma message presented by Reverend Barbara. After the service, we'll have bingo, okay? So be here. All right, now I call on Prudence we'll talk about today's activities. On all first Sundays, we have this family-oriented service, but we also have kind of an intergenerational activity that Prudence has so diligently and masterfully put together. So I'm curious to see what's happening today.
Good morning. You know, last time I couldn't show you its sample because today's event project is paper tricks. Okay, so we're going to do several, but the first one is you see this piece of paper. When you finish what I'm going to show you, you can walk through it. Got your interest? Anyway, I'll set up the table in the back. After your refreshments, you come back. We'll do not only this, but there's about 4 other stuff that we can play with. Okay?
Did she say we can walk through the paper?
Most of you.
Oh. How big should the paper be? Okay. Cynthia also has an announcement. This thing's flying around.
Thank you. Oh, okay. You really can walk to that paper because I tried it this morning because she wanted to try it on somebody. You can walk through it. It's really very interesting. Trust me.
You're skinny.
No, all sizes. It doesn't matter. You will walk through it, honestly. Anyway, just a reminder, next week Sunday, starting from next week Sunday, we're collecting rummage items for our Bondans rummage sale. So please start dropping them off. It's the next 3 Sundays. Okay, thank you. And then this is the month of June, so we have birthdays. So how many of you have a birthday in June? Please stand. And don't be shy. Okay, got 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I know. Okay, anybody else? Any new ones? Anyone? No? Okay. So, are we taking photos? Oh, okay. So please come up front. Ron, sorry.
Come on, Larry.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lord, Cynthia. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? Okay. Bob.
I have another new book donated by Reverend Baba titled Leaves of My Heart by Neri Takeko Kujo. So it'll be back there for you folks to sign out. And also I have binder back there. If anybody wants it can have it. If at the end of the day nobody wants it, then I'll just toss it. Thank you.
Merle?
I want to thank all of you who have signed up to donate things for the Bondans, but we still have a few items left. So just to let you know, we are still looking for 6 dozen eggs. We're looking for 200 hot dogs, 80 full sheets of nori, and we're looking for bamboo skewers and food handling gloves so that we can wear them when we're in the booth as well as preparing. So we're looking for food handling gloves in sizes medium, large, and extra large. So if you're able to help us with any of these, please let me know and I can sign you up on our sign-up sheet. Thank you.
Any other announcements? Okay. Let's have our refreshments. Let's start by giving the words of thanksgiving. It can be found on page 126 of the Red Service Book. We are truly grateful for the wonderful food, a gift of life. May we share its benefits with all beings. As we partake of this food, let us remember Amida Buddha's compassion, which surrounds all people and all forms of life. Namo Amida Butsu. Itadakimasu. Thank you, everyone.